How are you today? I hope you're fine. And if you're not fine, I hope it will be fine. Let's get the bubbles going, y'all. If you are joining me for the first time, this is just my thoughts on matters uh, pertaining to the world. Okay, so I have the bubbles. Trying to find this. Is stealthing illegal? Okay. Okay, a Dutch man was convicted Tuesday of removing his condom during sex without his partner's consent. In the first trial, the Netherlands for so-called stealthing. Now, stealthing is spelled Stealthing. That's stealthing. That is how you spell it. I hope that I have it spelled correctly. So this is a law. Okay, I'm sorry. In 2021, California lawmakers made the state the first state to outlaw stealthing, making it illegal to remove the condom without obtaining verbal consent. But it didn't change the criminal code. Instead, it amended the civil code so the victim could sue the perpetrator for damage. Okay, so the 28-year-old man from Rotterdam was given 3 months suspended prison term, meaning he won't serve any sentence unless he commits another crime, in order to pay the victim €1,000 in damages. So this is in the Netherlands, and the only state that has it to where it's illegal by the civil code is California. Um, I want to know what you guys think about this. I would think that if you expose me to being pregnant or getting a disease, I would assume that civilly I would be able to get some damages from you. But they say that California is the only state that has it illegal under the civil code. So they wouldn't serve any jail time, but you could sue them in California. That's something to be that's something there, because to know that it's not illegal. You could do it. It's wrong, but it's not illegal. That's crazy. You could essentially kill me, and it's not illegal. Alrighty then. You know what? Now that I think about it, I've had a guy try that. And I'm not gonna say that I was smarter, you know, that I had any type of smarts about me to know, but it's just something that inside of me told me go check. And lo and behold, it was coming off, and he was slipping it off. And I says just stop. He like, what? We didn't do. I mean, he knew what he was doing. But see, I didn't know the term stealthing back then. I just know that this dude was kind of shady, and he was being shady. And we had dated for some time. That's how guys get you, you know. And my thing is, I could actually deal with a baby. I can't deal with no lifelong illness. I can deal with a child. I actually could deal with a child. I don't want to deal with an unwanted pregnancy, but uh, I could deal with a child. I cannot deal with a lifelong illness. Still thing. Egg prices still up 55% over the last year despite slight reduction in February. That's crazy. Eggs are high. Okay. All right. That's the news for the day. I just came across that article. I had to jump on here and see what you guys thought about this because this is we women, we deal with this all the time. Men, they try all types of little slick stuff, and then they be the main ones in there talking in the paternal. I didn't want no kid of this and that and whatever, but you still think though you done slipped it off, just trying to feel. I just want to feel it one time. Now that's cool. I think that in the year's time of you guys dating, you guys should have been to the clinic, to the doctor, whatever, a couple of times. And see, they have medications now that will, if you don't have HIV in your system, it's just super weird. Like you have it and it's undetectable and all of this. I'm like, what? Either you have it or you don't. Is there a test to say whether you have it or not? Whether it's undetectable, oh, it's just a minute little bit. No, Then they like, well, diseases, most of them are curable. No, no. Y'all don't know how many first dates that I've been out on that I went Dutch and went home and never seen that person again. Just by the way they talk. Just nasty as they want to be. And this is in my experience. I'm not saying all guys are nasty. I'm saying the guys that I've encountered have been nasty. Mm. Okay, so the drag queen thing. Okay, so I don't really. I've been to two or three. I want to say three shows where they're entertaining, they're dancing. They dressed up like women. They look like, well, I ain't gonna say they look like women, but they dress up like women, and they perform. And my thing was, they have a right to do that. I physically went to the show. It's not like they came to me or I'm walking down the street and they just appeared or whatever. So I went to the show. I paid money to see the show. So now they want to ban, let's see. I think it's about them wanting to go read in the library and read in the schools. They went too far with that one. We want to go and educate your children. No, no, ma'am. No, sir. No, whatever. No. ABC, 1, 2, 3, math, science. That's the stuff I want my child to learn in school. When I introduce them to, uh, when I introduce them to the world, let's just say, talking about gays and when I'm talking about LGBTQI, whatever, when I'm trying to explain to them the difference in people, like some people are gay, some people, I want to be the one to explain that. I don't want them to get that from an outside source. I want to explain it. When they go to school, it's, math, science, reading, literature, stuff like that. That's what I want them to learn at the school. When it's coming to real life things, I want to be able to sit down and talk to them about that. And I didn't think that nothing was wrong with that. I didn't think nothing was wrong with that. I thought that that was a very good way to handle it. You go to school, your teacher is, your teacher doesn't subscribe to the normal way of thinking. We ain't gonna even say normal because that technically is normal now. But if I see you holding hands with a woman or kissing a woman at the school, why is your partner coming in kissing you and holding you and stuff in front of the school, in front of your class or whatever? I what I really wish, I wish we could get this all sorted out, but I don't think that we will because you have extremism on both sides. So they want to be able to exist in the world, which I think is fair. I think that they should be able to exist and be able to show affection. They should be able to walk through the mall and kiss and do stuff that heterosexual people should do. But I don't believe that you should be able to show your body, kiss and make out all in public places and stuff like that. I don't think that that's the right way to do it either. You want a gay pride parade, so you guys have a gay pride parade where you guys get out and celebrate being gay. On that day, on those days, uh, if my child is too young to comprehend that, I'm not going around that. But when they get older, I've explained to them, you know, this is what this is how this happens, this is what they do in the bedroom, even though we shouldn't even know what people do in the bedroom. We just assume what they do. So we say they gay, well, they in the bedroom together being gay. What do they do in the bedroom? I don't know. Don't ask them either. Don't just just accept that it's just instead of mommy and daddy being in the bedroom, it's daddy and daddy or mommy and mommy in the bedroom. And don't try to picture anything that they do in the bedroom. You shouldn't be trying to picture anything that anybody does. You picture what you do in the bedroom. I don't even understand these children don't even be old enough to comprehend a lot of this stuff. Like what a person does. Like, okay, I love everybody unconditionally. No, I don't. I don't love everybody unconditionally, but I love people. I love to love. But the people closest in my family, I love them significantly more than a total stranger. But I still love that total stranger too. And then some people they don't feel like that. They like I don't know them, so I don't have no feelings for them. I love every human being on this earth, you know. But the thing about this whole LGBTQID, the whole thing. I've never had in my lifetime, I've never had anyone, I've only seen a few transgender people like that has changed themselves into being one or the other. And even then, I didn't have a conversation with them. Hey, how you doing? And I didn't have a conversation with them. I just saw them and I knew, I'm like, oh, that's a transgender person right there. And I just said it in my mind. That's it. I've never had to call anybody they, them, I've never had that. So I don't know how that feels. If I was in California, if I was in somewhere where it's normal, then maybe I would have that conversation with people. But I haven't had those conversations. So I don't really even know how to react to that, right? Nobody nobody at school, nobody around us is like trying to get us indoctrinated into LGBTQI. So if I see two women holding hands, two men holding hands, and 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 this is only if my son, well, what's that? Why are they doing that? This child is too busy on the phone. He's too busy on the phone to pay attention to what's going on. He got to look his head up to see somebody holding hands. Okay, so that's it for that. Um, if you listen to Fox News, you would think that the world is coming to an end. If you listen to CNN again, you think the world is coming to an end. Um, I'm just scrolling through. Uh, Hold on, no real news there. Okay, reality star Todd Chrisley's son, Charles. I'm sorry. Todd Chrisley's son, Kyle, charged with assault. Okay, who he done beat up? Kenya Duke shares how her high-profile divorce from Gary Owens made made what? Made her a better businesswoman. Okay. Mm. Y'all, I don't really even be into the divorce. I don't even be into people's lives like that. Let's see. The fact that you got to get out here and explain all this stuff. Mm-mm. She said a part of her died, but she has been reborn. Okay. Alrighty then. Tons of cocaine seized in specific Pacific Ocean off Colombia. La Quinta Hotel project gets okay in Henrietta, New York, after pandemic delay. Ooh, you know what? I feel sorry for people that feel like they have to play themselves out on, to explain themselves or play their stuff out on social media or in the news or whatever. Um, I would say no comment. If you ask me to comment, I'd be like, no comment. I wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't even probably say no comment. Mm. Man serving 400-year prison sentence exonerated after new probe finds wrongful conviction. Now, in all these years, we keep getting all these wrongful convictions and mishandled trials and crooked judges and crooked prosecutors. But some type of way, and a lot of them is black, but some type of way we supposed to say, oh, but the justice system, but justice is, this justice system is, what am I trying to say? This justice system is fair. Oh, okay. It's fair. Look at Mississippi. The guy done got the guy got decapitated. Remains spread all around. And I guess they say, well, I don't know where he was killed, apparently in the woods somewhere. But I guess they said animals spread his remains all around. He died, but there's no homicide. You can't prove that he was killed. I'm like, well, how he died then? Did he just collapse and then died from collapsing and then animals spread? Oh, please. There is a few places in America that I would not move, and Mississippi is one of those places. Mississippi, I would never move to Memphis, Tennessee. I would never move, uh, I ain't gonna say never. I would say never. I would say it's highly unlikely that I would move there. Uh, Alaska. I'm not into the forest and the woods and the earth like that. It's snowing, got me snowed in. No. No, I don't like cold. So Alaska is definitely out. And I would even go as far as to say Connecticut, New York. There's no East Coast place that I will want to be. But if there was a job or any type of money to go get there, like, okay, so they say, this money say set up here, come here. Okay, I will probably go, but I wouldn't live there permanently. I just probably go get the money and come back. Um, Thank you guys for joining me. Now, if you joining me on the playback, know that this is just me talking, just me getting at it. Okay, let's finish up the news and I guess we'll get on up out of here. It's supposed to be a snowstorm today, so I'm not quite sure what's on the menu today, but there shouldn't be too much because we already got supplies and we're gonna hunker down. I don't even know. Okay, news. Let's just type in news. I think we already read from CNN, but no, that wasn't CNN. Poland will transfer 4 fighter jets to Ukraine. Okay. T-Mobile to buy Paul Reynolds Mint Mobile in $1.3 billion deal. Banking meltdown means it'll be tougher to buy a home. No one was going to believe me. A year after Cadet accused her boss of rape, she's still waiting for justice. What does the term incel mean? Okay, let's read this one. The term incel is everywhere. Once a niche piece of internet slang, populates international headlines as frequent topic. Discussions about gingery, gender, mm, involuntarily celibate in its most basic form. Incel describes someone, usually a male, who is frustrated by his lack of sexual experience. So when they call people incel, what? What? Which works to address hate extremism, defines incel as a heterosexual man who blames women in society for their lack of romantic success. Okay, so if I hear somebody calling somebody an incel, I'm gonna be like, no, I'm just playing. I'm not gonna get involved. The thing about when I listen to these podcasts and I hear them say, well, women, you know, I just say some women. When you say the majority of women and most women, I'm like, do you know most women? You know, we'll split it down the middle. You know, 3.5 billion women. Is that what you're telling me? Because there's no way for you to know that many people. First of all, second of all, that's it. There is no second of all. Just say most women that you've met or dealt with. Most women that I've met or dealt with are like this. And I would sit there and listen. I could listen longer than when you say most women because I'm like, okay, well, I'm most women. I'm most of those women. And then you sit there and you hear, they don't, this, whatever their gripe is with women. And you say, wow, that's powerful. You may be right or you are right based on what you're saying, most women that you've dealt with. And if this is the type of women that you're dealing with, I would say go outside of go outside of the box. So I don't know how many women guys see in a day, but I would say instead of putting all of your energy into going up to them and talking to them, because we have a lot of trepidation. A guy start talking to you like, oh, what he want? He wants some ass. He want whatever he wants, right? And they're like, well, no, that's not true. Well, I'm sorry, because since the beginning of time, that's what you guys want when you come and speak with the woman. Y'all don't want to be friends. You don't want to know how I'm doing. You don't want to necessarily protect or provide for me just because, just because I'm a woman. You're coming to either make me your woman, make me your side piece, make me something. You trying to see what I can do for you. When you say hello, how you doing? I'm like, he wants some ass. And even if he in the church, even wherever you are, when you greet me, you smile and you want to rub my arm. You want to make sure if I get here or there, okay. I'm like, well, and even when you say I don't have any oh, I'm just being nice. This is just how I am. Eventually, we'll see your true colors. Now, your true colors may be the truth of the color, which is that you're just trying to check to see if I'm okay, check to see if I'm good, you just being a good Samaritan, whatever. That actually may be true. That actually may be the truth. But we know that a lot of times it's not the truth. You're not presenting yourself correctly. You do just want some ass. And instead of walking up to the woman, telling her you want some ass, which I'm not sure how far you will get, but I would say walking up to the woman, telling her, I'm not really looking for a relationship, but I do want somebody to come have some fun with me and go here and there with me and chill with me. You will get some women that will say yeah. Not all, but some, a few will say yeah. And then you go and play games with them. And it wouldn't actually be a game because you guys both know you told them, I don't really want a relationship. I ain't really looking. You know, this whole dynamic between men and women, it is complicated. It can't be explained in one setting, you know. Um, you do need to talk and talk and talk it out. And when you have a guy that, will say one thing and do something completely different, sit on a podcast, sit up at the church, say how good of a guy he is and blah, blah, blah. See, first of all, when you toot your own horn, it's a saying in the Bible about that too. You can't tell a person, I'm a good person. You have to show that person that you're a good person by being a good person consistently over your lifetime. If a person asks you, are you a good person? I'd be like, well, I guess you would just have to see because I really don't comment on that. I don't really, I don't know. I don't know. I try to be okay, but I don't quite know. You will just have to see me over time. No, I need you to tell me right now, are you going to be a good person? Well, let me just leave you alone. You leave me alone and I'm going to leave you alone because I can't really tell you that. And I've actually had people walk away from me and not want to be my friend and all of this. Look, I don't even give a damn. Um, I don't think that you should tell a person I'm a good person because you don't know if you're going to be a good person to that person or live up to their expectations. Um, anyway, that's a whole nother topic. Crazy topic too. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, login. No, I don't want to log in because I don't know my login. Um, I would say in conclusion to this particular topic, I would say don't call nobody no incel. Even if they are or exhibiting behaviors of being an incel, I would say that you just politely, if you could politely walk away or politely end the conversation, just end it. Don't be calling folks names. I forget what this young lady called me the other day. She said I'm wishy-washy. I'm like, okay. I didn't even respond to that. But okay, basically, this young lady, she wanted me to help her move. I know a storm was coming. And so I'm trying to make sure, we can get it done either before or after the storm. So she's for sure before the storm. So then first she has $300. Now she has $600. I'm like, okay. First of all, it's not like literally about the money. It is partly about the money, but I'm just trying to make sure we can get this done before the storm comes. So I text her. Uh, I don't even go to church because of her. And then she's ghost. She's ghost. She's just like, I'm trying to wait for my mom to get out the hospital and tell us when she could come, when I could come. I said, okay. And so I mean, all day, all night. I'm like, well, I don't really do well on the highway at night. So I know I ain't going at night. So maybe we'll go first thing crack in the morning. This woman texts me four something in the morning talking about how early you get up. What? Are you serious? We've been texting since 10 o'clock the day prior. And you just have me on hold all this time. No, baby. No, 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 no. You're not respecting my time now. So long story short, I done put her on the blacklist, right? But I'll still read her messages from the blacklist. So the other day or yesterday, she's just like, I can't help it that people listen, listen. Just apologize to me, because that's the very first thing that you need to do to continue to talk to me. I only said that inside of me. I didn't say that in a text message. But so she did finally apologize. And I tell her, I give her that Christian walk. Well, I wish you the best. You gonna be able to do it. She ain't gonna be able to do it with me, but she, like I tell her, you will be able to do it. You gonna make it happen. God is gonna make a way. The Christian talk, and I just left it at that. I didn't go off. I didn't. I wanted to. I was typing a message that would appear that I was going off, but honey, I erased that and typed in my Christian message. You gonna make it, girl. God is gonna make it. Anyway, so I don't deal with wishy-washy people like that. But she calls me wishy-washy and all of that. I'm like, okay, I can't with you, baby. I didn't even type that, but I'm just saying in my head. That's what I said. I can't with you. Um, no, I can't. But I mean, we could be friends, I guess. If I happen to go to my block list and see that she didn't text some stuff. But I can't with that young lady. 5,000-mile blob of seaweed is headed for the U.S. beaches. Okay. Blueberries have joined green beans this year. Kavanaugh and Alito judges will be out of the abortion equation. This is not the case. What? I don't even know what that means. Let's look at who writes these. Opinion by Holly Thompson. Now let's look up Holly Thompson. Holly Thompson. American attorney? She's a Democrat born in 79 from San Diego. Holly Thompson is one of the second black women to serve on the Ninth Circuit of Appeals. This can't be the same Holly Thompson. Let's say Holly Thompson, the writer. I mean, it could be, though. It could be. I've done 7 24-hour exams. Girl, I don't even like to look at people's Instagram. Yes. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay, I'm back, y'all. I don't even know what I was. Oh, okay, I was looking for this lady. Creative writer. Oh, wow. So here's Holly Thompson again. So now we have a picture of her. Oh, this lady don't look that good. Okay. She writing about somebody's career. Okay. Well, I mean, at least she's writing. That's why I'm saying like it's difficult for me to write about something that I'm not really passionate about. And I'm passionate about things. You tell me write about the history of border collies, or tell me to do something like that, and I can go do the research. And even though it's something that's already written, I could take pieces of information and form my own opinion of my what I think the history of border collies should be. I could actually sit down and do that because I'm interested in dogs. You tell me to write about, how eggs are made, just whatever. I could sit there and I could write about that. Probably not about like chickens and hens. I probably wouldn't write about that. But I could put all my energy into the history of border collies. If you ask me, what is the history of border collies? I would go and give you as much information possible and be happy that I did it. It would be a boring thing to read for somebody that don't care about the history of border collies. So that's kind of how I view reading other people's writing. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, not the particular subject excites me, but if a person can make it exciting with writing. So I would say the first maybe 3 to 5 sentences, you have drawn me into this article. I can read it and learn whatever it is you wanted me to learn from this article. But if it's something that's just your opinion and I'm not learning anything factual or new, it's just your opinion, I and I disagree with it. I just, no knock to you as the writer, but I can't. But also, I would love to write these types of stories. So, I have a little thing that I've been doing for the blog, WordPress blog thing for like a couple of years. And I'm thinking like, okay, it's mainly just to promote myself, to tell you the honest truth. It's just promoting what I do. But I'm thinking of putting some more articles on there and trying out some different ways to, talk about stuff and be more open. Like instead of just saying this is my opinion and I'm not accepting any more opinions. I'm not accepting anything else but this. I think that I will get on there and say, well, what do you think? And then I want to read what other people think. So, sentenced after. Oh, he's free. The man sentenced to 400 and some years in jail. Okay. Okay, so that's all the news. Now we into the Grammys and Prince Lenore starts 3-year military training. Good for her. Good job, girl. Opinion, my first meeting. Well, that was on there a couple of days ago. Um, let's look at world news. Actually, let's not look at world news because it's 11:11 and I have to do some stuff today. So, you guys take care of yourselves, take care of each other, love each other. Make sure you call somebody and tell them you love them today. Don't have a haughty, nasty spirit. Sometimes you look at stuff, you're like, I don't really like that. But it's just, instead of just not liking it viciously, just not like it and just turn and go your own way. You don't even have to tell the people that you don't like whatever it is going on. If what they're doing is legal and permissible and you know you don't necessarily like what they're doing, just turn around and go the other way. Don't even tell them. Okay, have a great day.